Hello again, friends. It's crafting time, and this week we're focusing on Psalm 27, a beautiful reminder of God's promises to always be with us and to protect us and help us and guide us no matter what. This is an especially wonderful reminder in times of fear or uncertainty. So we're going to make two crafts that follow Psalm 27. One is sort of a reminder that God is our comfort and strength, and the other is, well, similar idea, but presented in a slightly different way. So the first one we're going to make is we're going to show that God sets us upon a rock. Now, what does this mean? Why would you want to be on a rock? Well, this is sort of a symbol of how God does give us strength and protection and how he keeps us from harm and evil, even when there are challenging things in our way. So we're going to use some real rocks today. I just have a couple of them. You're welcome to elaborate and use a whole bunch of rocks if you have some. But we're going to make sort of a little pop-out card that displays how God sets us upon the rock. So we're going to start out by making a little puppet on a popsicle stick. Now, if you would like, you can just put this on a jumbo popsicle stick and make the popsicle stick itself your puppet. Or you can have fun with it, as I'm going to do, and you can make a little person. But of course, I'm not going to elaborate, because after all, my time is limited. So here's my little popsicle stick person with hair, and I am no good at drawing hands or people. Super long torso, out of proportion legs, but you get the idea. So popsicle stick person here. I'm going to cut it out. Feel free, of course, to make this a lot more decorative. Perhaps even have an actual picture of a kid that you can put on that popsicle stick. So we're going to glue it on here or tape it. I'm going to tape it because, of course, I am impatient and I don't want to wait for glue to dry. So there's my stick puppet person thing. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm actually going to find a lighter piece of paper. That will work just a little better. And here's where I'm going to have some fun with my backdrop. So I'm going to start out by captioning this so I know what's going on. So I'll say, God sets me upon the rock, hiding in him, because that's part of the theme of this song is God shelters us, protects us, and sort of hides us in him and in his strength. So maybe down here I'll put a reference. Psalm 27. Okay, now before I put my rocks on, I'm going to make sure my puppet can hide and slide in and out. So I'm going to cut a little slit in my paper. And if you'd like, you can even put a little pocket behind here. You can put another piece of paper behind to secure that popsicle stick puppet. I'm going to cut my puppet, cut my slit. Now, do that. My puppet can just slide on in, and I can manually take it up and down from behind with the popsicle stick. So, my puppet is going to actually be hiding in here. Now, I'm going to put my rocks. So I happen to, like I said, I don't have a ton of rocks. I'm going to pretend that this is a rock. Clearly, it's not a rock, but not everyone has random mini pie tins. They're actually pretty great for crafts, but I recognize not as common. So here's my rock. I've got some other rocks here. If you've got some real solid glue, you can glue those. You can also tape them, or you can kind of embed them into the paper, especially if you have a more solid paper or cardstock. So here's my rocks. And here's my little person hiding in the rocks. Shoot, shoot. So there's my little pop-up puppet hiding amongst the rocks. Now, of course, like I said, make this elaborate, have more fun with it, do more with it. That's the very basic version. But that's the idea, that God protects us, guards us, hides us, and keeps us from all harm and danger. So, number 2 craft here. This one is a little more open-ended. I mean, they're kind of both open-ended, but we're going to make a little comfort bag. So, this is going to be recognizing that sometimes things are scary. Sometimes life gets rough. Sometimes there's a lot that we might get worried or uncertain about. But God will comfort us and protect us if we seek his face. But we're going to have a little bag of fun that will remind us of that and kind of also help us to think happy thoughts in a sense. So we're going to have some items that could be comforting as well as some phrases and verses that can be comforting. So we're going to cut out some little pieces of paper. You can just have them in squares, or you could have them in fun heart shapes or star shapes or whatever you want to shape them as. We'll just cut out a few to give you the idea. Feel free to do as many as you like. So we have our shapes. With these, we're going to write down some of those comforting phrases, words from the song. So we might say something like, seek God's face, pray, and I might say something like, God will protect me. These are either thoughts or ideas, no matter what, that hopefully will be comforting. So if there's a time of trouble or struggle, you pull these out and you can reference the verses as well. Psalm 27. God is our fortress and strength. So just some positive reminders here. Now, we're going to put those in the bag. First, though, we're going to decorate the bag. And here we can have some more comforting and exciting reminders and verses, as well as just saying something like, we'll title it, Comfort Bag. Maybe use in times of distress or fear or worry or, whatever is age appropriate for your group. Not everyone knows the word distress. A vocabulary lesson there. So now you can have a lot of fun with this. You can color it. You can put on some stickers. You can put on some jewels. Of course, you're welcome to add decorations to both sides of the bag. I'm going to do one for right now because of, you guessed it, timing purposes, but take your time, have fun, go to town with this. So here's my decorations. Fun bag, stickers galore, all kinds of stickers. And that's just something, again, to have fun and to remember, oh, this is cool. This is going to make me feel better if I'm having a rough day, hopefully, maybe. That's the idea. So after you've decorated your bag, you're going to place items in it. And perhaps you're going to place more of those little jewels in there. Perhaps you're going to place, I have a feather, because it's nice and soft and reminds us that we can rest in the shadow of God's wings, in a sense. Or that when we wait for the Lord, ooh, that's another good thing I can put on there. When we wait for the Lord, we'll have wings like eagles. I don't know about feathers, but I don't know, wings, feathers, they seem to go together. So that's another thing I can write here. wait for the Lord. And so I'm going to put in my comforting phrases and my verses. Maybe I have a cross. Maybe you have some sort of other fun little squishy thing or comforting, touching element or something else. Maybe you even have some chocolate. I don't know. Whatever makes you feel comforted. So now we have this little baggie that you can take with you. And remember that God is the God of all comfort. That no matter what is frightening us or worrying us or coming after us or challenging us, God will help us get through it. And God is always with us. Will always guide us and guard us and sustain us, no matter what. So hopefully those are some fun things that can serve as extra reminders, especially in times that might seem a little scary to kids, that God is always in control. He's always in charge. He will protect us and guide us. He is our mighty fortress. So you have your pocket, popsicle stick, puppet, pop-up, whatever this is. You have your comfort bag. Hopefully those are some elements that maybe spark some extra ideas that you can run with and use for your group, wherever and with whomever your ministry might take you. Enjoy, feel free to change, tweak, share, do whatever you prefer and whatever you care to. It's just something that hopefully will inspire you and incite your interest and crafting potential. So get out there, make some crafts, make some disciples. Come back and see us again because we have new messages and crafts posted every week. We would love to bless you. Well, have a great week. See you next time.